Greetings everyone, I am Punyaja Petre from Teen Symposium. Our club has taken this initiative to make good use of the lockdown. The motto of our club is to bring people from different domains and have a healthy discussion. So, we bring to you another episode of our webinar series called SynMeet. So today we have our next guest with us. She's a social media influencer, has been a fashion blogger for 5 years and a content creator for McD. She's also a YouTuber. She's famously known as SimK. So welcoming Miss Simran Kulkarni. Ma'am, we are glad to have you as our guest on our IGTV series. Hope you and your family are safe at home in Bombay. So let's begin with our first question. So, firstly, I would like to ask you like, everyone has this incident or something that happens in their life which makes them realize that I'm made for this. So, what made you choose to become a social media influencer? Like any book or some people, or was it just a gut feeling?
I think there are like two, three incidents, not just one. And one of those incidents was when I started clicking food pictures. I used to blog. I used to help food bloggers with pictures and stuff like that. And when I started posting them on my account, I got a really good response. And people were loving the way I was writing content, the way I was presenting content. So that was, I think, one of the steps. And second was also definitely when I interned. Currently, where I work with DDB Mudra. But last year, when I was in my second year of college, I was interning with them, and that's when I got to work with McDonald's. And I had created my first topical post that got featured on All About Marketing. And I was like, okay, I am made for this. I want to do digital marketing. I want to get into this. And I have done my specialization in advertising from
Yeah,
Symbiosis Center of Media and Communication. So I was
yeah.
already on that path, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I
Uh,
was an influencer, like I have been an influencer throughout, be it my professional journey or my blogging journey. It's always been parallel. So yeah.
so, speaking further about your job, what do you like? Like, I would like to know what is the most fun and what's the most difficult part of your job?
Okay. The most fun part as a content writer, creator, is that you get to think of so many ideas. You get to pitch your own ideas through a brand's perspective.
Yeah,
So I believe in something, I can always pitch it for a brand, and if the brand likes it, we can take it ahead. So like you're
yeah,
seeing your ideas come to life. I think that is the most fun part of the job. And the most difficult part is having your ideas rejected by your seniors or by clients because of some or the other reasons. But I think
yeah.
rejection is like a part and parcel of the entire thing. So yeah,
Yeah, it makes you work more better for it and broaden your
def-
creativity.
definitely.
That's
I
great.
feel like unless you strongly feel about an idea, you should take rejection also as a part of criticism. But you can't
Yes,
feel strongly about every idea, then it loses its importance when you actually feel strongly about an idea.
yes, true.
Yeah.
After knowing that this much about your job, I would like to know how you come up with the ideas or the content for McDonald's.
Okay. So I have been working with 22 Feet, which is a wing of DDB. We handle McDonald's as a client, so we do their digital for South and West. And I am a content writer with them. And the idea is how we come up with, first you understand the brand language of a brand, right? When you're working for it, you understand the brand language. You need to know ki ha, this is the limit that we can push to, this is where we have to stop. I think knowing your limits helps you be creative even in this much space. It's like how you are in a house in lockdown, but still creators are creating so much. So when you know your space, I think you can even be creative even in this much space given to you.
Yes,
Okay. And so I think the a few things that I keep in mind when I'm creating content is it relevant to what's happening right now? Is it topical? Because McDonald's likes to do a lot of topical work. So is it
yeah,
topical? Is it trending? And yeah, stuff like that. Also, always keeping an eye out for competitors and stuff like that.
Okay, speaking of McDonald's, what is your favorite food out there?
Oh, Mexican spicy wrap with the iced coffee. The iced coffee over there is amazing. It's
Yes,
amazing.
yes. So next up is this question that every club in every college have a
Yeah,
social media handle.
yeah.
So what is your advice on keeping the social media handles active, fun, but yet formal as it's a
At the
club
same time,
of a
right?
college?
Yeah. I feel like when someone hears कि हाँ ये college का club है, it suddenly ऐसे मतलब दिमाग में आता है कि okay, it might not be that cool. Why should I follow a social media account? But like I feel like if you create content, even if you think about creating content for your social media handles for your club page, you should always think of involving the members around you. Or you can even think about the potential members that want to be a part of your club. It can even be people who are applying to VIIT right now, like stuff like that. And also like what's trending, what's topical, what is your audience watching. So if your target audience say are students, right? So what do they like watching? You can also always give references. You can make memes with what they are watching. Say if a large chunk of people are watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, then you can
Yes.
have memes related to your college, related to your club. Yeah, so I think having relatable content is what makes people follow you, is what I feel. Be it a club, be it a brand, be it your own profile. If people relate to you, they'll follow you.
So moving on, what is an advice which you will give a person who is new to your industry or rather your domain of work?
I think if I talk about in the digital space as a content creator on like Instagram, YouTube, and also as a person who works in advertising, I would suggest that sometimes you need to not make your idea your baby. Like you, even if you have put like immense amount of work in it, say you've put months and months of work around it and you put it out and it doesn't work out, don't stick to it. Always have that conscience ki, okay, theek hai, this is not working for me. I need to move on. I need to experiment more. I need to see what's working, what's not working, what my audience is liking, not liking, and then figuring it out. I think, yeah, like not getting too attached to your ideas is what I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Yeah, indeed a helpful advice. Hope people will benefit from it. So, moving to
Definitely.
the last segment of our discussion, what are your thoughts on mental health? Because it's a topic which has been talked about a
Yes,
lot since the past few days.
definitely. I've seen it going around on the internet. And I feel like it's very important to talk about your mental health, but you can't force someone to talk about it at the same time. And that's why the subject is so sensitive. It's
Yes.
yeah, it is a very sensitive subject. Like, but like whoever is watching this, I just want you guys to know that your mental health is important. What you are feeling, somebody out there cares about it, and it's not shameful to ask for help or go to therapy. Like keep your options open, talk to someone, like you will feel better. And like yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
I
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm, I'm not a therapist, so I can't give more insight on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, it is a very important thing, and people should not ignore mental health. Even if your parents joke about it, someone else jokes about it. I'm telling you, like I read this somewhere that Indian parents will give you crocin if you tell them that you're depressed. but but yeah, you as a Gen Z, as a millennial, as a person who's woke enough, please take care of your mental health. Yeah, that's about it.
Yes, yes, sure. So, speaking about your parents, do your parents also taunt you saying ये लड़की कुछ काम नहीं करती types?
अरे बहुत बहुत. See, they are proud of the work that I do, but also they are very like हाँ दिन भर बैठ के वीडियो बनाती है. But then I have then I also like, I'm like, huh, but like I have a job also, na dad. Like I do something. It's not like I don't do anything. But yeah, like it's like if you put in enough work and effort, even your parents will see that how much you love something that you're doing. And at the end of the day, they will support you in some way or the other. Like they will not say they're supporting you, but you'll know that okay, my parents understand what I'm doing. So
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Parents are the only source which will support you till the end of their lives.
Definitely.
Parents are really precious.
कल ही मैंने सुना ये वीडियो वीडियो क्या खेल रही है, why you sitting in front of a phone and talking to it, and I'm like it's kind of my job to do that.
Yes,
So yeah.
yes, true. So last but not the least, this is
Yes.
the last question. So what was your reactions and feelings, even though I've seen your post, when you got
Yeah.
your own stickers on Instagram?
Oh my god, I was freaking out. I was like, this is big. Like, sometimes you just you keep working, and then you reach a certain milestone. It's very important to pause and celebrate that milestone. Like, even when I got my own stickers on Instagram, or which was through Instagram, because I'm a part of Born on Instagram, which is like a creators program. So it
Yes,
was it was mind blowing. Like I was shocked. I was like, okay, this is happening. And like even when my filters got like when I know that making a filter is very easy, but like yeah, it was like a small milestone. Like I still felt happy when someone I saw someone using that filter. So it's very important to celebrate your achievements also, but it's important to know that okay, you can do better now. There is only going
yeah.
ahead of
So setting a new milestone for yourself.
yes, definitely.
So this is the end of our discussion. It was
Yes,
great talking to you,
anytime.
and keep in touch. Wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Yes,
And we
thank you.
had a great time talking to you. You're a very bubbly person, and that's the
Thank
best
you.
part about you. All the
Thank you.
best.
And I just want to say all the best to all the students watching this, and just do whatever you feel like doing, and it's going to be fine. Like don't take life very seriously. Like sometimes just have fun with what you're doing.
Yes. Thank you.
That's
Thank you so
about
much.
it. Bye.
Bye.